Good morning, Mustangs. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin.
Good morning, Mustangs. The WVHS Fine Arts Department will be holding a magic show fundraiser with the amazing Mr. Paul Locke. If you went last year, you know how good this magic show was. Have a great day, Mustangs.
West Valley started to implement the BARR model in the 2014 and 15 school year. And we did this because we felt that in the leap between 8th and 9th grade, students were not really prepared for the different aspects of high school. As a result, many of our freshmen were failing some of their classes. They were finding themselves overwhelmed and not really knowing how to raise themselves up.
9th grade is the year where if students drop out, they drop out mostly in 9th grade. And also 9th grade is a transition year. And so at that point, if they're far behind, it is difficult to really change their trajectory. It's hard to have big impacts. So when you do research in high schools, you're always looking for opportunities to find programs that do make a big difference.
BARR is building assets, reducing risks, and it's predicated on two pillars. One is building positive, intentional relationships. Now those relationships are both staff to staff, and student to student, and using real-time data. So what does the student's grades look like? What's their attendance look like? What's discipline look like? But then also, is a student wearing the same clothes every day that week? Does a student seem to have friends? But all of that is data that we want all the adults to be able to know about and share.
The demographics at West Valley really provide a snapshot of a diverse student population. We are predominantly Hispanic, 11% of our population is African American, and we have a large number of English learner students.
Our students are faced with a lot of obstacles when they come into our doors. A lot of them are below grade level. They have moved from district to district and they end up here and they have gaps in their education. So our students come to us not always prepared to just sit down and learn. This program has been a great asset to our school just because the students who may not have felt supported out in the community come to us and now they feel supported. And they realize that there is life beyond our town, that they can move on and leave and go to college and have these amazing careers and make a better life for themselves.
AIR has been a really helpful partner in terms of working with a practitioner. The fact that we're now working in 80+ schools across the country, this really was critical to have a partnership that you could work collaboratively with an outside evaluator that is both able to firewall the data, analyze the data to make sure that it's accurate, and being able to kind of press the BARR team to make sure that we're implementing with fidelity.
The methodology we used is a randomized control trial, but this is a very special study in that the randomization happened at the student level. And doing that is both way more difficult, but it also has a lot of advantages in the sense that it creates a lot of power to do analysis at the school level. And as a result, you get really powerful studies. The primary lesson that this evaluation told me was how important relationships are in making 9th grade successful.
Before I was a BARR teacher, I was pretty much on my own. With the BARR model, you're on a team. You have 3 other teachers that you work very closely with on these same students. You also have a coordinator, you have a counselor, and you have an MFT and the admin all working together. And so when we sit together, I feel like my understanding of the students is just on a broader scale. The team aspect allows us to just understand more students more effectively.
Once you know that somebody's there that cares for you, it's like you want to work harder for them. You want to, you have that person that's saying, you're doing a good job, well done. So just being able to implement, the BARR model with my students, showing them that I care. This is what kids need. And I was just so honored that I was chosen to just be a part of something that I was like, this is what I needed when I was in school. Because I know that when I was in high school, I was that troubled child. I had the attitude. I didn't care about what teachers said. It probably would have benefited me a lot. You know, bringing in my experiences, sharing, giving them examples of what I've been through actually helps them to see that, you know, some of the things that you guys are going through is kind of similar to what I went through.
As a 9th grader at home, it was a pretty challenging year for me. I didn't have that much emotional or motivational support, and coming to school was something great for me because I had the support from my teachers, the motivation from them. I had a hand to reach out to if I needed the help, and they would notice if I was sad or struggling with a class. They would try to help me more than a regular teacher would, and having the BARR program was just a great push for me to do better.
And we're no longer just focused on 9th grade. So schools that have taken this on, administrators are saying, this is just the way I'm going to run my secondary school. This is how we're running things 6th through 12th grade. And so it's continuing to grow a ton organically. So in terms of when people ask me, where do you think BARR should go? I think this is the way every school should work. You know, having adults that are really dedicated to the mission, being able to be supported by other adults that are wanting to have the same level of success, absolutely is just the way that I both believe schools should work, but quite frankly, kind of how our larger society should work. So I continue to just be excited about what the future holds.